Hi guys, I'm Emily and today is Thursday. This is how my week looks so far, and I'll be decorating today next week. I will start with the edges of the holes in my pages, and I'll be using this pink washi tape, which is from one of my rolls from Recollections from Michael's. I'll be sticking down right against the edge, and then I'll punch back the holes with my Happy Planner hole punch. Then once I have the washi on the sides of my pages, I'll go ahead and add the washi to the strips in the pages, which are still pink, and I'll be using this flat washi, which is pretty transparent, so I'll keep that pink color in the strips of my pages, but I'll add a bit of the pattern and a bit of more colors, as you can see here. And what I have been doing lately is to stick the whole strip of washi and then cutting it directly on the page using my X-Acto knife very carefully and very lightly to cut it to size. I freehand it in the shorter sides since it is not too difficult, but for the longer side I like to use a ruler. Anyway, I use a plastic ruler, and I actually recommend you to use a metal ruler because it has happened to me so many times that I just cut the ruler at the same times because X-Acto knives are so sharp. So the ideal would be to use a metal ruler, but if you do not have one, or if you cannot find yours, like happens to me, then you can very carefully still use your plastic ruler. Anyway, it would be even better with a plastic one. I mean, with a metal one. And then the strip I cut from the upper line, I use it in the next line. Another thing you could also do is to leave it just like that. If you don't mind that, just leave it in the solid color in the upper edge of the line, and leave the washi just as it is under the line, or stick it right in the middle of the pink line, and you will get like the white plaid above and below the pink line. Or just cut it like I do on these little strips. You can always save for later. So I already stick down all my washi, and now I'll cut down some sticky notes. These are from the Dollar Tree, and I'll use my trimmer for that, and I'll basically cut a couple of full boxes. So I have 3 of them here still together, and I'll cut to the right height first. And these sticky notes, they look squared, but I have found that they are not perfectly squared, so they has one side longer than the other one, and the longer side is about 3 inches, which is the wide of the boxes. I mean, it's the wide of 2 boxes together. So what I'll do is I just cut the height, and now for the width I'll cut them to 1.5 inches, and from here, from each sticky note, I should get 2 full boxes. And even though they already has some adhesive because they are sticky notes, I still will use my runner adhesive because I don't want to remove them and replace them. I just want to use them as decoration, so I don't need them to be removable. I already placed these sticky notes where I think I want them or where I actually want them. And now I will be just sticking them more permanently with the runner adhesive. Not always I do a great job cutting them with my paper trimmer. Sometimes I cut them a little smaller, or bigger, like a little shorter or longer than I should. But I feel they are a little tricky, like these boxes has like a tricky size. The width is not so tricky. I just simply didn't do a great job cutting the width of them because I find they are almost exactly 1.5 inches in width, but in height they are a little tricky because I feel they are like a hair taller than 2.25 inches. So they are not 2.25, but if I line up my paper to the next line, they are not that size either, So they are like literally a hair taller than 2.25 inches, which makes it a little tricky because I do not have a line to line them up with, and I just have to basically eyeball them. But even when they are not perfect in size, because either I couldn't get the right size or I didn't do a great job lining them up with the lines in my trimmer, like to 1.5 inches, still they look nice and great, I think. I mean, it's just your planner, it doesn't have to be perfect, you just have to like it. So I think it's okay if they are not perfect. And now I want to use this craft alphabet letter from Studio 112 or 112. And they are not the exact shade of my craft sticky notes, but I think that's just fine, it doesn't bother me. And now I want to, let's see, what do I want to do first? Maybe I want to put my weekend banner first. I think I might stick it straight today instead of a curvy line. And I place my weekend banner not because the weekend is the most exciting thing for me right now, but just because, again, as a decorative element, because I really like banners, and teeny tiny banners are just the most adorable thing for me. So I place them just more because of to add another decorative element to my pages and to my spread. So you can do your weekend banner, you can skip it however you prefer. And I think today, let's see, I think I want to vary in the letters, like upper and lower case, just to do it a little different. little changes like those, I don't know, I feel makes everything more fun, because I like to vary things from spread to spread, and I feel that keeps me a little more entertained, trying new things and different things. And as I just said, it can be something very little, like slightly different. It doesn't have to be a huge difference or something like super mega amazing or something like that. It can be just a little change from spread to spread, and it makes me, I don't know, just more excited about everything, I guess. And I think, for example, this time I'm sticking them straight instead of the curvy line, just to make it a little different in comparison to last week or to how I usually do it. And these letters are amazing. Last week, I believe, no, the week before that, I used these same letters in black and white, and as I have mentioned, these are great because they already have the rectangular shape. You just have to cut the end of them into a V shape, and that's it. That's all you need to transform them into little banners. Although you can just stick them down in the rectangular shape, I think they would look really nice just like that, maybe to the bottom of the line or to the top, or just stick them down like in an angle every letter, and that would look really cool too. I feel I make everything more complicated than it has to be, so I don't know, sometimes I like to just, like I have mentioned before, you don't have to do that. I do it because, I don't know, I guess I like it, I enjoy it, and because I make videos, and I feel like when I make videos, I feel that like a little pressure or something like that, where I feel like I am doing a video. I need to just step it up, but you don't have to. Like what? Like, for example, I like to show the different options you have in a video because I make videos. But if you don't make videos, or even if you make videos and your channel has a different style, you don't have to always step it up. I just like to do it to show the different options to my viewers. But of course, you don't have to do it. Maybe if I only had an Instagram account or a blog, or just a picture to show, I wouldn't do it this complicated. Like, I am talking even about my cards. Like, sometimes I get a little too elaborate, I think. I don't know what you guys think, but that is how I feel. But again, it is because of the videos. Don't feel like you need to do your spreads or your cards too complicated, or use this technique every single time, because you don't have to do it. I think that simple spreads and simple cards are just as awesome as complicated ones. So just keep in mind that I just like to show different options so that you can choose which one you want to do. So let's move on. And now I think I want to use those same letters for my water tracker. And today I think I wanted to do little banners as well for my water tracker. What can I say? I love banners. I really do. So yay for banners. And I feel like I have found myself wishing to have a little notes section for the week, because there are things that I want to mark down and write down so that I don't forget, and things that I want to do during the week, but I do not have an exact day when I have to do it or when I want to do it. So it is just like a task for that week that I want to do during that week, at any point of that week, but I don't have an exact day to do it. So I want to have a little section for that, for notes, like kind of a this week section. So I'll keep doing this and I'll be back once I am done. So guys, today is the next day because I had to stop filming, and I already did a bit of the decoration. As you can see here, I left some of the boxes to finish with you guys, because after all, well, this is a plan with me, or more like a decorate with me. So what I was doing was to simply use my skinny washi in pink and cut a flag end, and then I was using them like I usually like to use them, which is like headers or labels or dividers, and I just align it as best as I can, just eyeballing it, but still I try to do it as best as I can, and then I cut it with my X-Acto knife very lightly so that you do not cut all the way through the paper. And then I took this plaid washi, which is a little wider, and I took a piece of it and cut it in half. I placed it exactly in the middle, or as centered as I could, and cut it with my paper trimmer, and now I am using it kinda like a checklist, banner, or as you can see here. And again, I'm cutting the end of it in a V shape just with my scissors, and then I place it not completely all the way to the bottom, but almost, just leaving a little space since I like it that way a little better. And then I align it with the line in the box and finish cutting it with my X-Acto knife. Since I can see the washi underneath, I just go along the washi, which I already sticked down, and cut it with my X-Acto knife. And that is what I have been doing for all of the upper boxes. As you can see, in the weekend they turned out a little shorter because I have my weekend banner, but that's okay. I still like how it looks. It doesn't bother me. And here you can see the difference of when you put a translucent washi on top of the white box versus on top of another color, and I like the variation I got here, so you can keep that in mind. And here is on top of the light yellow or beige color. But you could also, if you wanted them all to be, let's say, pink, if you have a pink washi, which I might be doing later somewhere, maybe not, so I will just explain quickly. If you have a pink washi, you could put the pink one and then put the plaid one or the translucent one on top. and it will get a bit of the color of the washi underneath. And I was thinking on using this little one right here because it goes very well with a washi I was thinking to use, but now I haven't used it yet, so I'll just use this one instead because I'll probably end up not using that other washi. And since I have some full color boxes here and there, I might place it there because I don't know, I feel like it doesn't pop up so much on top of the white, even though it is not like white. I feel it looks better on top of another color. And then I will start adding my deco stickers, which for today I'll be using these ones that were sent to me by Brianna, and I decided to use them this week because I think they go perfectly with the quote we have on the bottom of the pages, or at least the quote that is in the bottom of my happy planner. There is a lot of beauty in ordinary things, and I think these stickers go perfectly with that because, you know, there is a lot of beauty on stuff like on ordinary things, on the simple things we can find every day outside of the window or in the garden, or like in the simple butterflies that we might see every day. There is a lot of beauty in those, and sometimes we need to remember that. So I'll place one somewhere here because I feel like I want to add a bit of decoration, even though I don't want to fill this little box because I want to be able to write in it. Still, I want to add a bit of color to this area. I will use the washi I used on the edges of the pages. And I feel like I want to try adding a little heel to this little snail. It doesn't have to be perfect, so let's see how it turns out. Either way, it will look very organic, if you will. So let's see. I think it turned out pretty well, and it was very easy, so that's good. So let's give this cute snail a pretty pink heel. We can think that heel is full of flowers, right? And that is why it is pink. And these stickers, I think she mentioned they are from Walmart, and they are super cute and adorable and pretty. And I want to use another one of those pretty butterflies in here. And maybe some flowers on the little corner. So I like that. That looks very pretty. And then let's go to another one of the boxes. So I would put the heel I had left in this box right here. And then for the other box that I have left, I will use the plaid washi to make the little heel, just for some variation. So again, I will align it with the bottom of the box, and I will cut it with my X-Acto knife. And for this one, I will make another little heel. I just do very light movements, like I go very slowly and then I start rotating my hand. Pressing very lightly and I get my little heel. And for this other heel, I might want to use this one here. And you can barely see the heel in this one because this one is a little longer. Plus I placed this one a little outside of the box so you can see a bit more of that heel. But either way, it still adds a little something to the box. And for this other one, I guess I will use the other snail. And this one, instead of placing in this corner like we did here, we could place it in the other corner of the heel. And I want to use these little sticky notes, which are in the shape of a speech bubble from letter B, since they go very well with the colors and the letter size makes it very easy to use in the boxes. But like always, I'm not sure where I want to place them. I had thought that maybe we could place one of the butterflies inside. She's dreaming of becoming a butterfly someday. And I would like to use some more of these stickers because I really like them. And let's put another one of these. Since she's so far away, we can put just another one somewhere. Let's put it here, or maybe here in this box, decorating it a little bit more. Okay, I really like it. And then let's go with this one again. Maybe we could add some more decoration to this box here. In case you didn't know, I always add pictures at the end of the video of the completed spread, where sometimes I have added a bit here and there, maybe some sticker or sticky notes or something. So make sure you watch those pictures at the end of the video. And also I started a new Instagram exclusively for my planner related stuff, since I had one for my card making and I started adding my planning stuff in there, but I ended up deciding to open one exclusively for my planner channel and posts. So make sure you follow it. I always link it in every video in the description box so that you can check it out. So I think this is it for today. I like how it looks. It looks really pretty and adorable. So let's put the pages back, and I'll save the stickers that I had left over because I don't know if you have noticed, but sometimes I keep adding stickers throughout the week while I start adding what I have to do and the tasks and everything. I kinda keep planning as I go, like some people call it here in YouTube. So for now, I am really satisfied and really happy with how it looks. It looks really pretty and cute, I think, and I hope you like it too. So please give this video a thumbs up if you do, and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Don't forget that I started a new Instagram exclusively for my planner stuff, and you can see there these stickers when I received them, as well as some other stickers she sent me, super cute too. So thank you Brianna so much for the stickers, and thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!